Connecting, and we're on. 3. Sun. Knee. Each. We're live. From the internet, it's truly Pointless Radio. And here today is your host, Derpadash DJ Blaziken and Kitty Cobb.
Hello.
So, I guess more Pokemon info has struck.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Seems like every time. Hold on. Seems like every time we do a radio show, there's a new Pokemon trailer for Ultra Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
So basically, we now know the names of the Solgaleo Lunala forms. It's Duskmane, Necrozma, and I think Dawn Wings Necrozma.
Yeah.
And Necrozma's got a new move called Photon Geyser. So it's got a new regular move, right?
Yep.
It's got a pair of new Z moves. Now, when it comes to these Z moves, me and Derpy agreed that the animation is way too damn long.
I mean, some of them look cool, at least for the first maybe 5 times. And it's after that, it's like, okay, get this done and over with already, please.
Especially if you're gonna be using it like every single battle or every other battle. You don't want to be sitting through that animation every single time.
Yeah, but now they're gonna let us be able to use Z moves twice in a battle.
That's if your Rotom likes you enough or something like that.
Yeah.
Also, the Zeke.
What's with this living Pokédex nonsense? Last I checked, I thought it was just a piece of tech I put in my pocket and it tells me what Pokemon are out.
Well, now Rotom possesses it.
So, what? Is the Pokédex a Pokemon in of itself, then?
Yes. So, basically, the new Z moves are called Searing Sunrays Smash for...
Oh boy, you're breaking up.
And then...
Honey, you're breaking up.
Oh, sorry. Is that better?
Yeah.
Oh, I had my phone against my bed sheets. And then we have Menacing Maelstrom, Moongut. I can't remember, but I think it's Menacing Moongeist Maelstrom or something like that. It's basically the same move, but the Sun and the Moon variants.
Yeah.
So, yeah, long animation. And also, apparently now, Rotom can do, special things if it likes you enough, or something like that. As if Rotom Dex wasn't creepy in the first games.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a list here of the new Z moves.
I just gave you the 2 of them.
I'm just trying to show it up for the listeners.
Oh, 2 are actually looking at the screen. Okay.
Yeah, because remember, this is also kind of visual as well.
Sometimes.
So, you got esports. Has detailed all of them. Yeah, because apparently Pokemon has been an esport, apparently. I forgot this.
I didn't know this.
That Pokemon has, Yeah, so let's see here. Um, Menacing Moonrays, Maelstrom, and oh yeah, you pretty much detailed the same info that's already on dot esports.
Yeah, like I said.
But there you go.
So, but for sure, Ultra Sun and Moon is going to be way different than the first game. But like after you complete the first game, whenever you open up your game, Rotom Dex will always say something different. And one time it said, I really miss How. Do you think there's Malasada where he is or something like that? I don't remember.
Oh god.
And then one time it was like, I've been thinking a lot about Lily. Do you think she's still in her Z-powered form? Why is my Rotom Dex a stalker?
I'm starting to wonder the same thing. Like, so, in other Pokemon news, for our viewers, we basically swapped channels for a day to do our unboxings of the Shining Legends Elite Trainer
Trainer Box.
And oh my god.
Here we go.
My pulls were so fetch. Like, no joke. I got a full art and a GX and a bunch of like, all of them come with holos, but I got a full art and a GX.
Mewtwo full art and Mewtwo GX and a Shining Genesect.
Yeah, so now I have a duplicate Mewtwo GX. Okay. That will be traded for something that she want. Or do you want the Mewtwo GX? Or wait, you already have one, don't you?
No.
Okay.
I have a Mewtwo EX, but not a GX.
Okay. Yeah, so
and
I got the full art shiny. So,
and he's gonna keep that one. So
yeah, I'm gonna give you the standard GX shiny.
Yeah, that's fine. And I pulled 2 Zoroark GXs and a Shining Volcanion. So yeah, it was also a battle of sorts. Yeah, he beat me because he got a full art.
Yeah, so explain pack battles to the crowd, sweetie.
Okay, hon. So basically, pack battle with Shining Legends, it's a little bit more difficult because of the Shining cards. So those are basically, I guess, the same as those are the holos of regular packs, since every pack is guaranteed a holo. So in Shining Legends, holos are treated as regular rares, obviously, because every single one's holo. So if you pull a Shining card, it's ow. If you pull a Shining card, it's, I think, 2 points. If you pull a GX, it's 3. And if you pull a full art, it's 4. If you pull a hyper rare, it's I think 4 as well. So basically, I got 8 points. And I think you got 9. I'm not sure. But you still beat me, so. Basically, if y'all really want to know what a pack battle is, you can just go to any random channel. Like the Supreme Arcanines just did one with his brother Dylan. So, and just look up pack battle, and it's really easy to find those, because I might be wrong. But he still beat me, so. Also, Derpy,
Yeah?
can I go on a bit of a rant for a minute?
Yeah.
So basically, I am tired. See, this is for all you like Harry Potter fanboys and fangirls out there. I am tired of being told that I don't belong in the house that I'm in, and that people are surprised by the house that I'm in because it doesn't suit me. It's pretty annoying. So basically, when me and Derpy met, I already knew what house I was in, but I had to help him. So I gave him the Pottermore quiz over the phone, obviously. And tell them what house you got, sweetie.
Gryffindor.
I'm in Slytherin. And I've had countless people telling me that I belong in either Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff. Which, just no. Because then if I was in Ravenclaw, I'd be with Nerd, and I don't want to be with Nerd, so.
Yeah, and
But it's very frustrating having people tell you, "Oh, you don't look like you belong in that house." I was very surprised that you're in that house. I had no clue you were in that house. Next video I shoot, there is a Slytherin mug in the background of my videos, so.
Yeah, and I got a few videos up my slate as of late. Yeah, I accidentally like damn autocorrect because I meant to say the Switch is on par with my
Oh yeah,
current
you
PC.
said per, like PER.
No, par, like as like 3 par in golf.
I know what you said, but isn't that what came out was PER on the?
No, it came out as part.
Oh, huh? Yeah, that's right.
Freaking T. So damn you autocorrect. And one of my viewers, Mr. Big Hole, corrected me on that. I was like, yeah, autocorrect's fault, not mine.
Autocorrect is a blessing and a curse at the same time. But
I kind
yeah,
of miss having my physical keyboard. Seriously, phone makers. Can we bring back a sliding keyboard? I don't care if the phone is a bit more bulky. Can we have Android with a slide out full QWERTY keyboard, please? I could use it.
yeah, like I was cleaning my room and I found a Motorola Razr and like Derpy lost his mind.
Although, because I later in my high school life, I got an LG Neon, which was advertised all over the concert for Demi Lovato. So it's like, I want that phone because she's advertising said phone. So the advertising kind of hit me, and it was a Go phone for like $60. I was like, yeah, I can finally text now without having to go click, 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 T9 word nonsense.
Yeah, that's a good point. So, basically, I think my review personally of the Elite Trainer box is just like any other box. It's basic stuff, sleeves, dice. Although it does come with a promo Shining Ho-Oh, which I found really nice. So you're guaranteed at least one Shining Legend card. But
Yeah.
the Shining Legends do look really, really nice. They did a really good job.
To be honest, because I know this is a common thing between both our sets, we both ended up with like a buttload of duplicates throughout all our.
Well, that's because it's a subset, hun. There's not that many cards in the set.
Yeah, so to be honest, if you're going for Shining Legends, people, just get yourself a booster box and save yourself the trouble.
Shining Legends won't come in a booster box, I don't think.
No, there's usually a booster box. I mean, if there's straight up booster packs, like what you've gotten a hold of, in one of your previous videos, like I saw a single booster pack for Shining Legends from you. Since those exist, there has to be a booster box. Because usually if there's booster packs, there's a box of just the booster packs.
But there's usually not booster boxes of subsets. This is a subset. It's not a full set.
I could be wrong. Let me double check this on Amazon. Shiny Legends.
Why must you correct me all the time?
Booster set box English TCG. No, all that's coming up is okay. Yeah, you're right. All that's coming up is either the Mewtwo collection, like the different single Pokemon collections, or the Elite Trainer box. I am not seeing a straight booster box.
Told you.
Let's see here.
But yeah, so so overall, it's pretty good. It's the same thing. The cards are really nice. Would have loved to pull a Rainbow Rare, but you know how hard those are to pull. Except for when you pulled 2 in one video. Hello. That was pretty amazing, but so I
Holy moly!
What?
I'm looking at because Magic the Gathering. This is the other card game I heavily collect and occasionally play. And oh god, the OG Innistrad that me and my friend Dalton K, we actually went to a comic shop. They also did Magic tournaments every Friday night, and we went halvesies on a booster box. Now that same booster box on Amazon, no joke, where it only cost us $100 then, is now going for $333.99.
wow. But
Whereas Shadows over Innistrad, which is like the most recent, I believe, is going for $85. So best bet, people, if you're going for booster boxes for particular card sets, go to your local comic / card / tabletop gaming shop. More than likely, you're always going to end up with $100 for the booster box. And if you can find one,
don't order online.
If you can find one for Shining Legends and prove us wrong, because my internet searches are coming up with nothing. Where I'm just getting booster box upon booster box Magic the Gathering here.
If you can find one, send us a link.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, basically, it's pretty good. I'm glad you're guaranteed at least one shining card, which is like the whole reason of the set. So that's nice.
Yeah, agreed. Now, let's see here.
Also, I got my dream Pokemon today from a really nice guy on Facebook. He wanted a Hoopa, and he had a Suicune, so we traded Hoopa for Suicune. And so I got a Suicune now. I'm so happy.
Yeah, so... Oh, okay. No one in
what
chat.
Is it, Derpy?
Yeah, no one in chat. Surprisingly. But
that's good.
Anyways.
Do you want to talk?
Oh, yeah, so the people are wanting more adult games on the Switch. And people are speculating now because Nintendo even says they want to get more M-rated and adult titles on the Switch now. Because they're trying to hit the more mature audience and the hardcore gaming crowd. Okay, I got three really good games series for you to hit. Besides the obvious, which is Grand Theft Auto, everybody's won that.
I was about to say Grand Theft Auto.
I mean, it'd be nice if we had, the older GTAs as like, sort of a virtual console or classic games thing. Like San Andreas, Vice City 3. It'd be nice to have that because we never got those on Nintendo console. But Of course, everybody's wanting GTA 5, which would be possible. But the game series I'm looking for Nintendo to get a hold of are the Neptunia franchise.
Oh boy, here we go.
Don't know if that is exclusive to Sony. Doubt it. And then this is where Katie Cub's gonna cringe. Neko Para. Like I said, she was gonna cringe at that. A visual novel series with cat girls.
Cat girls that look like maids.
Yeah. And
Also, I'm more preference to fox girls, so.
yeah, see that's the other reason why she's not too much into Nekopara. Now if there was a fox girl version of it, I'm sure she'd be in support of it. So whoever makes Nekopara, get on that. But and then finally, my all-time favorite first-person shooter, although I think Running with Scissors has actually said numerous times they aren't going to port it to any consoles, regardless, and that more so they would just release the source code, or I know they've challenged the fan base to try to port the first Postal to Dreamcast. Which all I gotta say to the Running with Scissors fan base out there: good luck with the Dreamcast controller, bros, because it's a single analog stick. And last I checked, the first Postal was a top-down twin-stick shooter kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically we could reverse it, where you move using the ABXY buttons and aim with the one and only analog stick. But that's just really weird, and it harkens back to the problem that we had on the PSP. And why everybody's wish on a new model of a PSP was, I want a second analog stick, damn it. Sure enough, we got that with the Vita. But,
So,
you know...
So let's maybe talk for a minute about Dream Switch titles that are, well, not Switch titles, but titles that are available to play on the Switch. If Xbox and Microsoft and Sony decided to partner up with Nintendo for like a Dream console, there are some games I would love to play on the Switch.
Let's see here. Lego Dimensions would be one of them. Although that'd be kind of hard to do.
No. Yeah, because you'd have to carry around the portal with you, and that would be a pain in the rear end. But no.
Yeah, plus
I'll get to Lego Dimensions in a minute.
Would have to be remade a little bit more expensively with Bluetooth tech built in for connection to the tablet. Because I know that's how it had to be for the Skylanders for 3DS.
Actually, babe, they did make a Skylander Switch version. Kenny has it.
Yeah, from what I've heard, it's a gimped version of the others. They took out the racing. They took out a few features out of the Switch version that are on every other version, and screw you, Activision, for basically gimping a possible good game.
Derpy.
What?
You're going on your rant again.
I know, but
it's only an hour show, hon. But so if there was a Dream console that could play any title, I would definitely want Mortal Kombat X.
Actually,
Friday the 13th.
You know, now that you speak of Mortal Kombat X, actually Ed Boon of NetherRealms, he was actually speaking of bringing Mortal Kombat X and Injustice 2 to the Switch.
Yes. Mm.
So, since that's
Yes,
gonna
I'm so
be
excited. Oh my
fun,
gosh. Anyway, so also besides those two, there would be Crash Bandicoot, a Spyro game. What's that other one? Dadgummit,
well,
Dadgummit. Persona 5.
since Activision actually owns the IP for Crash Bandicoot, Sony doesn't.
So if
So
Activision contacted Nintendo, there would be nothing Sony could do about it.
exactly.
Okay, cool.
Although Sony
And
wants to
then
keep the Crash thing an exclusive, but more than not, it's just going to be a timed exclusive if anything, because so far, the only thing Crash related we've seen, besides the Insane trilogy, is Crash Bandicoot and Skylanders.
that's what I was about to say, yeah. And Spyro too.
Spyro's been put on the back burner. Like, he hasn't been really promoted in any of the new character
Poor
sets.
Spyro.
I know, like, all the other games prior to Skylander, Spyro's Adventure,
Oh.
are, like, good. And ever since this thing, and
So basically, mhm.
like, from what I've
Do
heard,
you know how?
is that Skylanders, according to a GameStop clerk, I ain't saying who, but they said, because I asked them, like, okay, what's Skylanders like? They're like, it's basically like Diablo for kids with action
Yeah,
figure
it's
collectibles.
Lego Dimensions is much better. Like, if you want to get a collectible figure game, Lego Dimensions is a lot better.
Although personally, I like
But
Disney Infinity a bit better, but then again, that's because I was also a fan of Frozen. So.
but I'm talking about in the fight between Skylanders and Lego, Disney Infinity is its own thing.
No,
But
because it's pretty much actually kind of the same kind of game.
I know, but I'm just talking about these two in specific because I've never played Disney Infinity.
Okay.
I've played Skylanders, Imaginators, and I've played Lego Dimensions. I own Lego Dimensions.
Yeah.
And
Oddly
so,
enough, oh yeah, there is a game that kind of has a similar mission to the one she recently played up to as of late. Where it's like a bunch of mannequins or something like that coming at you.
no, it's the Doctor Who mission in Lego Dimensions, and the lights flash, and those scary angel statues get closer and closer to you. Me and Apple hate it.
Or you and Kagome hate it, but yeah, shout out to Kagome and Lily Lovers too. So, I figured I'd make a plug on that. So, which actually that, because you mentioned flashing lights and then particular characters coming at you, it's similar nature to a game I recently finished called Spec Ops: The Line. There's actually a mission. It's known as the mannequin mission, and although you have one particular heavy gunner that's constantly coming towards you as lights are flashing and mannequins are moving around, and then you're getting confused of mannequins as live soldiers on top of this heavy gunner coming at you. So maybe major huge spoilers for those who haven't played Spec Ops: The Line, but then again, Spec Ops: The Line came out years ago.
Wow, Derpy.
And I just had it on my Xbox library because at one point it was a free game on Games for Gold for 360, so I finally got around to playing it. And although I will say here, that game has me scarred for fucking life. Mostly because of two things. There's two particular parts of it. Major spoilers, once again, but it's an old game. One is, it's called White Phosphorus, and originally it's a banned chemical in war. And basically, there's little to no choice but to use it. If you try to do just the guns a blazing approach, you'll lose. and die, 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 and die. If you go for the white phosphorus approach, launching the mortars, I wouldn't really call it winning, because
Because you kill everybody.
you don't just kill everybody, but you're killing American soldiers that were just trying to help.
That's what I meant by everybody.
And not only that, but even though you're only aiming at a Humvee, and this is like the final part of it, you aim for the Humvee, you shoot the Humvee with the mortar. Sadly, the backsplash of the white phosphorus hits the civilians trapped in there. And what really scarred me was this scene or this part in the cutscene after you walk through the wreckage and just the carnage and brutality you caused. And then you reach this one soldier, he's like, why? It's like, we didn't know. We were just trying to help. And then dies. And like they're all clinging to their life, or the last bits of what's left of their life as they're burning and breathing in the fumes. And then you get to the final point where you struck the Humvee. And you see Walker. He's looking at this mother who is cradling her daughter and shielding her eyes from what was to come. I just dropped my controller and almost barfed because of that, to say the least. On top of that, the ending sequence, or sort of the pseudo ending. You have three choices. Technically. Either you shoot, you finally meet up with Joseph Conrad. Or John Conrad, I forget. But it's kind of related to the author of Heart of Darkness, which is what this game kind of reemphasizes and visualizes Apocalypse Now and Heart of Darkness. That's what it hits at. And so you meet up with Conrad. Found out he's been a dead man all this time. And apparently all that you were hearing was just in your head. Nothing that you thought you heard from him was actually him. And then it comes to a decision of either the image of Conrad shoots you and kills you, and then you see the message that ends up starting the whole thing, which he says, you know, the evacuation of Dubai was a failure. Survivors or casualties one too many. And then there's the other ending where you shoot yourself, commit suicide. Okay.
So either way, you die, pretty much.
No, and then there is a third, where you shoot, or you think you shoot Conrad, but you really just shoot a reflection of his ghost, if you will. And then you are surrounded by soldiers after he wakes up. And he's shell-shocked and whatnot. And then you have another set of two choices. Either you can drop your weapon and go home with the soldiers. And then they'll ask you, oh, so how did you survive all this? It's like, who said I did? And basically the game is like his flashback in his own personal hell. The other choice then, from there, if you don't decide to drop your weapon and go guns a-blazing, which you can get through this, although it's hard as hell, but you can shoot all the American soldiers that were meant to come and pick you up and take you home. Supposedly for an arrest. We don't know exactly if it was an arrest or just the factor of it's your time to go home. You're off duty. Or you're discharged. Which I decided to take the peaceful route. My first time go around. But there is another one where you basically gun them all down, get to this certain point, radio's calling out, anybody there, heard gunshots, what's going on, and then Walker picks up the two-way radio. It's like, gentlemen, welcome to Dubai, and ends there. But I will tell you right now, if you haven't played this game yet, do so. The copies physically are dirt cheap for 360 and PS3. And if you can find a physical copy for PC, good for you. Or it's on Steam for $30. So I definitely recommend it, especially if there's anything this game has taught me. Hold on. Is that there are no real heroes when it comes to war. It's brutal murder. There are no winners. There are no losers. It's just brutality. Yeah.
If this is hard for you to talk about, then don't talk about it.
So I had to get it out, hon. Because I've been missing for a while. And no one else.
Anyway, classic Nintendo games I want on the Switch Virtual Shop, which is what I've been trying to say for 20 minutes.
Or the rumored N64 Classic. Wait, we've already discussed classic Nintendo games.
What? Hang on a sec.
Hold on, guys. Granted, the ending credit song for Spec Ops was underwhelming. And there's one particular song I wish they would have had licensed for the ending credits track for Spec Ops. And that is originally from the Alan Wake soundtrack. And that is a song by Poets of the Fall called War.
Derpy.
But anyways. Oh yeah, back to the topic at hand before she got interrupted.
By Derpy.
Yeah?
No, I said got interrupted by Derpy.
Oh, yeah. Well, in her little cousin. But anyways, so what games do you want, hon, on the Virtual Console? I mean, we got the GameCube games out of the way. What others?
Well, that's what I was going to talk about, was like Sunshine, Melee, Kirby Air Rider, Paper Mario, The Thousand Year Door, Super Paper Mario, Original Paper Mario,
like
Pokemon Rumble, and Pokepark.
I'd say like the original Pokemon.
I also
or Gale of Darkness would be a good one. But
yeah, and Pokemon Coliseum.
Yeah, as for N64 titles though.
I don't know. I never got to play the N64. I was too young.
Here we go. Star Fox 64. That's a must.
Oh! Actually, I did get to play it. I played the Super Mario. I think it was 3. And have you ever heard of a really not a really
You mean Super Mario 64?
Yeah.
Because Super Mario 3, that was on the NES.
Oh yeah, that's what I got to play then.
Yeah, so but
the yellow one.
The NES games, Super Mario 3 is a must.
Hey, have you heard of a really unpopular, well, I don't know if it's unpopular or not, but it's a really kind of out there title called Bubsy Bobcat?
Oh God.
You know what I'm talking about?
Honey?
Like literally Me and my sister would just go around singing Bubsy, 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 Bobcat.
Actually, there is a really bad game in the Bubsy series known as Bubsy 3D. That's where I first ran into that character.
Yes. All right. Let me see your paper.
What?
Don't touch things. Don't touch, Vanna.
What, is she needing help with homework? Sorry, guys.
No, yes, she needs help with spelling. You need to go get me a Vanna. Vanna, see that can right there? Can you hand me that? The one with all the yeah, that one.
Oh, by the way,
I keep
streaming at the
how
same
the
time as
right-
my rival, Slayer Isaiah.
you know.
There.
Whenever I ask you to write down a word I'm just playing, give you this paper.
Okay.
If it's full, I'm just playing another paper.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, now with the kid distraction out of the way, back to the topic.
Yeah, so anyway, like me and my sister would just go around singing Bubsy, 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 Bobcat just around the house, and it would drive my mom nuts.
So yeah, Bubsy 3D. Oh god, this game. For original PlayStation. Oh, have you seen the
Hey.
gameplay for it?
Derpy, no. What were you saying about Slayer Isaiah?
I'm basically calling him my rival.
Yeah, he pretty much is your rival at this point.
I mean,
Also-
in fact, he's been trying to get me to dump my girl, Katie Cub, and trying all as he might. It will never happen. So.
Derpy,
Yeah.
question. If somebody were to say get it for you as a gift, would you play Last of Us 2?
Maybe.
I'm really excited about Last of Us 2.
I wasn't,
Also, I'm getting a Switch in like 3 weeks, so.
yeah, I wasn't too impressed with it. Although, I might get an Xbox One again just so I can play through the GTA 5 campaign again. Or, I have a bunch of games for Xbox One and 360 backwards compatibility, so that I can be streaming.
Let's talk about Lego Dimensions for a second.
Okay.
So,
yeah, sorry
just-
if that particular thing brought back memories of that other game. Ah.
So basically Lego Dimensions is like every Lego game you've ever played, but like with different franchises. And all the franchises combined into one big, massive adventure where you can just go from franchise to franchise to gather up all the keystones. Me and Apple, because she's Apple in my story, I'm calling her Apple. So me and Apple, last night we played through the Wicked Witch of the West, Wizard of Oz level, and we played through the Simpsons level. Next is the freaking Doctor Who level, and I can't do it till Derpy comes to visit because I'm scared.
Yeah, although I might be having flashbacks to Spec Ops during that, just to warn you.
Great.
Hopefully I will
So-
have forgotten about that game by the time I play this. So, but I mean, I've played a few other Lego games I actually have on my Xbox Live account.
Oh,
I have Lego Marvel. So, I do have that we could do co-op on once I get my Xbone. And actually, since at some point we're gonna be probably within the next year, after I've saved up enough money again, I'll be moving down to Texas. So
yeah.
and so basically, I think I might just buy the Xbox One.
Are you gonna put it in the living room?
No, I'm actually gonna let you keep it for the meantime, so that way you can play through my library games if you want.
Boy, more consoles that don't fit in my room.
Well, here's the good thing: is that HDMI is universal, so thus you can have both the Wii U
And the Xbox.
plugged in. You just have to swap the HDMI cable between consoles. It ain't that hard.
Okay, so what I was trying to say about Lego Dimensions was they just released the next wave,
Oh, great.
and so there's Teen Titans, Powerpuff Girl, and Beetlejuice. I really want Starfire and Blossom.
Yeah, Starfire is my main fave, so as well. So I'm gonna get Buttercup.
Hey.
As far as favorite Powerpuff Girl, I'd be getting my hands on is Buttercup. Sadly, though, the voice actors that they got for the Powerpuff Girls roles in Lego Dimensions is the current 2016 reboot voice actors, and not the original 3 from the 1990s series. Which kind of sucks because, I mean, Tara Strong was involved. Heyo, she was the original.
You gotta imagine they're probably really tired of doing the Powerpuff Girls voices, hon.
No, not Tara Strong. She actually wanted to be a part of it. She just was disappointed that Cartoon Network did not contact her about it.
Tell you the Lego franchises I have as of now. Okay, so the characters I have as of now are Nia from Lego Ninjago, Wildstyle, Unikitty, Harley Quinn, Wicked Witch of the West, Wonder Woman, Tina from not Tina. I forgot her name, but it's the girl from Portal. Gandalf.
Oh, Shell.
Yeah, Shell. Yeah. Gandalf, Emmett, Doc Brown, Tina from Fantastic Beasts, Batgirl, Hermione, Abby Yates from 2016 Ghostbusters. I have the original Ghostbusters as well. Marceline from Adventure Time, Shaggy, Scooby, Batman, Silver Batman.
Speaking of
Back to the Future.
Speaking of Adventure Time, there's a constant joke always running around it. Or at least, from what I've heard, there's always a running joke at conventions.
I was almost done, though, sweetie.
Sorry.
I've got Robin, I got Joker, E.T., Aquaman, Voldemort, Harry, and Newt from Fantastic Beasts. So those are the franchises I've got right now.
Alright. As I was about to say, regarding Adventure Time, there's this joke at conventions that goes, and I quote, "Never ask an Adventure Time Finn cosplayer what time it is. Because more than not, the answer, especially if they're a method actor cosplayer that likes to stay in character types, he'll say, all he'll say is Adventure Time. I mean, there's not that many method actor cosplayers, but they do exist, and they will do it. Not say all Finn cosplayers do it, but I admit I think I've run across one or two who have. So
Remember when High School Musical 2 came out? Whenever you would say, "What time is it?" they would say, "Summertime."
God.
I'm kind of a brat, so whenever my sister asks me, "What time is it?" I'll say, "Time for you to get a watch."
On that note, honey, why don't I could purchase. Wait, does she have a watch?
She doesn't wear any watches. She doesn't wear jewelry at all. It irritates her with
Oh,
her
really?
autism.
Otherwise, I would have.
But
Otherwise, I would have gotten another. Or do you want a calculator watch like I have to match?
we'll see. So Lego Dimensions is really, really fun. It's space consuming with all the figures, so
Yeah, kind of like
Skylanders.
amiibos.
Oh yeah, I only have 3 amiibos. I've got Inkling Girl, Isabelle, and Diggy. Or Diggersby. Whatever the heck the boy dog's name is from Animal Crossing.
Yeah. But
What's wrong, Guppy?
Oh, just thinking back to Bubsy 3D. In his voice. Oh god, and believe it or not, there was actually a pilot for a cartoon surrounding Bubsy. Yeah, that it didn't get any further than the pilot. His voice was
Probably
annoying,
sucked.
and he always, like, his catchphrase always, "What could possibly go wrong?" Like that. I'm like, ugh. Not only that, Battletoads had a pilot.
I remember that one.
Like, I know about this mostly because,
Do you remember Frogger?
Huh?
Do you remember Frogger?
No. I know the game,
You
but
never...
didn't know that there was supposedly a cartoon in the works of that.
There wasn't. I was just asking if you ever played Frogger.
Oh, yeah. Like, I've played many iterations of it. But...
So...
Here's the thing, is, so... I know in the past, because this is prior to Twitch ever archiving my broadcasts, let alone having any viewers, really. In the past, I would stream Five Nights at Freddy's for the past 2 years. That has given me nightmares beyond belief. And I will never play the franchise again. But I recently got, because of a freebie on Humble Bundle, Outlast.
Oh, no.
And that's what I'll be playing.
He's gonna do a Halloween stream, guys.
Yep.
Which means he's gonna have nightmares, and I'm going to have to be the good girlfriend again and console him at 2 a.m. Yeah, because for some forsaken reason, like it was like last week or the week before, he had dreams about FNAF again.
And I haven't played the series in a few years. And I still have PTSD.
Lately, like the whole month of October, he's been having some weird ass nightmares.
Yeah. So
most of them involving like some of his atheist friends and some of ex-friends of mine. So
yeah.
A lot of his dreams have been involving murder lately. I don't know why.
Basically, my greatest fear, like some people would say I have no fears, but it's like, no, I do have one. And that is the ones I love getting murdered. That's my greatest fear. So.
And guess what his dreams have been about?
Her dying violently. So. So
Also, guys, in case you haven't noticed, this podcast hasn't been scripted because we completely forgot about it.
yeah, like she reminded me, it's like, oh crap, we forgot. I'm like, oh. Well, then again,
Literally,
I'm not feeling too well.
I was getting ready to watch a Pokemon video on YouTube and eating ramen, and I was just like, crap! I was like, crap, babe, we forgot.
I was like, oh yeah. Then again, yeah, remind me on that because we've both been hella busy and zonked out from work. I haven't been feeling
And
too
when
well.
we're not zonked out, we're battling on Sun and Moon.
Or if we're not feeling well because of work. So
Yeah. The other day, that battle was.
oh yeah, she finally
Oh,
found
man.
she finally found the weakness to my Sylveon, by the way.
I did! Poison! But he's getting better.
Partially with the help of the game itself telling me, okay, which moves are super effective on which Pokemon I have against hers. So,
Yeah, I already knew this because I'm like his cousin Becca in the regards that I strategize, and he just goes all gung ho.
yeah. Yeah.
Like, I was just saying earlier that if we were like traveling Pokemon trainers and I was one of those trainers that he met like partially through his journey, like if it was the anime, I would have been in like the 10th or 11th episode, and he would have been lost for the first 10 episodes without me because.
Yeah. I would have been Ash and she's Misty.
In the regards that I strategize everything.
Or in a way, she'd be Serena and I'd be Ash.
Yeah, because he's not a Misty shipper. Sorry, guys.
I mean, I was a Gen 1 fan, but ever since X and Y, I've been a massive Serena shipper, especially after the final episode of X and Y. Massive Pokemon fans who've been watching the anime, know what I'm talking about. That final kiss as he left. Yes, it was off screen, but it was still a kiss, and it was well implied it was. So for all the Misty shippers, I'm sorry. The factor, she never really showed any true love emotions towards Ash whatsoever.
So it's kind of a little bit too late for Misty, I think, at this point.
Yeah, I think later on, because here's the other thing. Ash met Serena at Pokemon Camp when they were both 5. So.
I know. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, and then they cross paths again when he's a Pokemon trainer. So.
It was fate.
Really, if we're going by real years, they would be in their 20s. They'd be my age. They'd be 25.
And Jesse and James would be in their like 30s or 40s.
Yeah, actually, it's been said that they're in their late teens, like 19, 18.
And Meowth would be a Persian by now.
Well, that's if they didn't have him, or if they didn't use an Everstone on him constantly.
Yeah, I don't get that. Like, even in the flashbacks, but fantasies of Meowth, when he's Giovanni's pet instead of that Persian, he's still a Meowth. Just like Pikachu never wanting to become a Raichu.
Yep. Also, they mostly did that to keep Pikachu as the mascot.
I know, I'm aware. When they came to Lieutenant Surge, the nurse gave Ash a Thunderstone and said, you can use this on Pikachu. And then Brock and Misty were all like, if you evolve Pikachu, you can never get it back to a Pikachu. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Pokemon, Pokemon Go Gen 3 Halloween. I'm excited.
Too soon? Too soon? Too soon? Too soon. It should be a yearly release schedule. Not
Well, I mean, I understand.
this.
Well, Hun, to be fair, I do understand. Maybe they're only releasing ghost types until next year. Because as of now, we only have one ghost type.
Technically, we should have two ghost types, actually. Or two
We have one
types.
ghost type evolution in Pokemon Go right now. We've got the Ghastly line, and I think that's it.
No?
Oh, who do we have?
Wasn't there another set of ghost Pokemon that showed up in Gen 2?
No. I don't think so. Oh, Misdreavus!
Yeah.
That's the second one. Also, do you know what Pokemon I still haven't caught yet? Unknown. Those are so hard to find here. And speaking of Pokemon Go, since the release of Gen 2, the amount of starter spawns has dropped severely.
That's also probably due to oh god.
Like, I'm seeing the more often, like, Totodile and Chikorita and Cyndaquil, but I'm hardly ever finding Squirtles and Charmanders anymore.
Yeah, so we got Misdreavus, Shuppet, Banette, Mega Banette, Duskull, Dusclops, Mismagius, or Mismagius? I don't know.
Mismagius.
Mismagius.
Babe, except for Misdreavus, those are all Gen 3 Pokemon. Banette and Duskull didn't come out till Gen 3.
Yeah, Dusknoir, Yamask, and Cofagrigus.
Cofagrigus.
So.
It's fine. You can't pronounce Pokemon names. We get it. Also, guys, even though you hear us picking on each other in our videos all the time, we still like each other.
Yeah, we're definitely one of those couples that, like, it's for funsies. Our banter.
Especially when we're playing video games.
But, okay, so
he likes...
apparently, UB Burst is going to be a fire ghost type, according to Bulbapedia.
Yeah, I know. So, what do you think of the new UB type that's UB adhesive? It's pure poison.
Yeah, what the hell?
I think UB adhesive is cute. I think it's really cute. I'm probably going to draw it when it comes out.
So, yeah, I think chances are I'm going to get myself a subscription to the Pokemon Bank, start it up, and then I'll help her pay for hers so that way we can get our stuff transferred over.
Yeah, because I'm going to play through Alpha Sapphire, Omega Ruby, and get Deoxys and Rayquaza transferred over to Sun Moon.
Which I need to get my XY team transferred.
When they did the event for the Pikachu hats, me and Derpy had already both completed the game, so we didn't want to raise another Pokemon, so we're going to save it at level 6, and we're going to evolve it, and not evolve it, obviously, but we're going to use it in the next games, if it can be transferred over.
I think we can. And best part is that it'll be a good... I mean, technically, I could just keep it in the bottom of my team and just go through go through my Elite Four as usual, for the most part, and intentionally faint out on the first one, just to train up Pikachu. I could do that.
You could, but don't you want to have it to battle and train with in the next games?
I guess, because I always thought of having a Pikachu as a starter again. Sort of.
Of course, you're gonna pick Litten again, aren't you?
Yep.
And I'm picking Power.
I've always been a fire type trainer since I first started playing Pokemon. And no, I did not start playing Pokemon with Gen 1. I did not start with Red, Blue, Yellow, Green. I started with Gold, Silver, Crystal. In particular,
I started with Gen 3. I started with Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald.
Yeah. And although as of late, I've been playing through a ROM hack called Pokemon Prism. That's basically like a hacked ROM of Crystal. And it's
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen all over YouTube, like Pokemon Prism Randomizer, Pokemon Prism, blah blah blah. Tell them about the creepypasta one for Halloween.
Oh yeah, Creepy Black. That's
this,
another possibility
this
that
scared
I play
me.
through.
This scared the shit out of me when he told me about this.
Yeah, so this is a legit ROM hack. Granted, it's not for the original Pokemon Red and Blue. It's actually a ROM hack for Fire Red and Leaf Green. And let's just say here,
oh, hold on, quick disclaimer. If your kids are in the room, make them leave. Or if you're a kid, click off this video because you shouldn't be listening to this.
I don't think
it's not for you.
We don't have any viewers on.
Well, I meant like later on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Because some people watch YouTube with their kids, so if your kids are in the room, they probably should leave. Because I sense a curse word warning.
There's a lot of. Let's just say here you can kill trainers. Although here's the thing though, is because you get this random ghost Pokemon called Ghost.
It's literally just called Ghost.
And basically go throughout the game, and you can play as Ghost, and your only attack is Curse. And it's supposed to like instantly kill any Pokemon. Granted, it instantly kills normal NPC trainers that you just randomly come across. But here's the caveat. It does not work against gym leaders. I found this out. And although the ending to this game has you basically you end up, after you finish it off, you go through your Hall of Fame. It shows all your Pokemon. But not only that, it also shows all the trainers you killed. And then you it's originally supposed to start you back at Pallet Town. It starts you out back as an old man in Lavender Town in the Pokemon Tower, amongst all the gravestones. And then you had to walk all the way back to Pallet Town. You don't come across any random battles. You're just an old man, no Pokemon, and you end up in a battle of human versus ghost. The only attack you have is struggle, and then eventually you die. That's how it ends. And all throughout, you going back from Lavender Town all the way back to Pallet Town, you are constantly hearing the Lavender Town theme song throughout the whole thing. And as you get closer and closer to Pallet Town, leading up to the battle, it lowers in pitch, getting creepier, creepier, and creepier. And then after you die, then it kind of does a pseudo jump scare, but it just shows red eyes on screen after the death, and then your game save is deleted. But yeah,
And then it's like, have fun playing the game again, bitch.
yeah.
Yeah,
It-
so this basically saved me the trouble of actually playing it because I don't like jump scares. So
It's not so much a jump scare, it's just the factor of like you see these red eyes pop on your screen. So yeah,
it's creepy. Hence creepy black.
yeah.
So holy shit, that's pretty intense
And
there,
then
huh?
there's Lost Silver, and then there's also another fan EXE title called Escape from Lavender Town. That's
Oh,
pretty
are you
intense.
serious? Is that kind of like Sonic EXE?
A little bit. It's a little bit like that.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, they played Sonic EXE on Danville Games and on the React channel. As soon as I saw Sonic kill Tails, I'm like, nope, bye, see you later, bye. Like anytime I click on it, hold on. Anytime I click on a gaming video and the lights are off, I'm like, yeah, shit, nope, bye, see ya.
Yeah. Now, because we're reaching like an hour and 11 minutes here. One last topic, and that is Sonic Forces and
Oh
its
boy,
custom character creator.
please, the guy who created that nightmare fuel that is Sonic Chew, don't get this game.
Yeah, please, for the love that is all and good, Chris Chan,
For the love of all that is
do
holy and
not
good.
play this. And to the really toxic Sonic fan base, please don't buy this. Because I don't want to see postings on DeviantArt anymore of your recolor, edgy, OCs that are more edgy than half the MLP fanbase OCs of your Sonic recolors.
We don't want to see that.
Yeah, so... But anyways, we'll end it here.
Do you have any life updates you want to say first?
I think I already stated that, oh yeah, I'm going to be moving up in positions as possibly cashier at some point, and of course moving to Texas. And
you're coming to visit me in December.
Yeah, political rants may make a return on top of random, standard news topics and other stuff, because I just can't seem to stay away from real news no matter how hard I try. So eventually I am going to go off the handle and I'm going to make a rant video about something political. So
joy.
Yeah. Anyways,
like for real guys, like sorry Derpy, but for real, I know I'm very sarcastic about him going off on rants and that kind of thing, and I'm like, oh joy, or oh great, or that's just me being a brat. He knows I'm joking.
Yeah.
And updates for my channel, I'm not gonna be doing like daily every other day uploads anymore because I'm kind of trying to have some projects in the works, and plus work's got me like holy crap. Plus I'm gonna be spending nearly 2 weeks at my grandma's, and it's going to be very hard for me to record. So the next video uploaded on my channel will either be an art video, a music video, or my Switch unboxing. There will not be any TCGA openings for quite a while unless I get extremely lucky. So
yeah, and get a little bit extra money on top of for the Switch and the game.
I recently opened the Decidueye box, and I did not get as good pulls as I got in the Primarina one. So. Oh. No, my next video will be how to organize your rare binder. And then the next one will be that. So. But I think that's it.
Alright. So. Peace out.
Bye.